And this is for my ladies. I'ma tell you soon, way. This is not a go soon, and this is not a go soon. Yeah. I need a girl who give me that big fat belly.
Hi guys, it's your girl Shopper here, and I'm back with another video. So today I am showing you how to make a 5x5 closure wig. So what you need is 3 bundles and of course a 5x5 closure. These items are from my collection, the Hair by Shopper collection. So if you want this quality, then you know what to do. So the first thing you want to do is pick out what type of wig cap you want to use. So both of these wig caps are mesh, but the first one is spandex and then this one's adjustable. As you can see, I've gone with the adjustable cap because I feel like the outcome is way better and it suits all head types just by adjusting the bands to your tightness. As you can see, the adjustable bands are on the outside, but I have turned it inside out so that it's on the inside. You will also need pins to help secure your wig in place so it doesn't move as you're making the wig. Once you put the 2 pins in the dome head, make sure that you adjust the wig cap properly on the wig head for a perfect outcome. Now what you want to do is get your closure and the pins and place it on the wig head. As you can see, I've pulled it just a bit forward and not directly on the wig cap. And just pin it on. Why am I struggling? Look how, guys, look at the way I'm struggling. Okay, I got it. Got it. And position it properly on the wig head. So this step is very important. You want to make sure that you position the closure properly on the wig head, because if not, your closure won't lay flat, sis. If you feel like the hair is going to be in the way, just get a clip and then clip the hair. As you can see, the perimeter of the closure is flat, just how we like it. Now what you want to do is get your needle and thread. Tie a knot at the bottom. Then get your scissors and cut the excess thread off. Boom. Now for the technical part. What you want to do is get your needle and thread and pass it through the closure and the wig cap. Then pass the needle through the middle of that knot. That just creates a knot from the start. Every time you pass the needle through, make sure you wrap the thread around it. This then creates a knot so that your wig won't unravel, which means your wig will last longer over time. When it comes to this step, make sure you take your time with it and keep the gap between each knot close together. Alright, so when it comes to the back, don't fully take out the needle, but just have it halfway so it can still support you when you're sewing down your closure. So as you can see, I'm tugging on the closure to show you guys how secured it is on the wig head. When it comes to the final part of the closure, make sure you wrap the needle at least 2 to 3 times to create a knot. This then gives extra security. Once you're done, cut off the excess thread and then tie your final knot. And then get your scissors and cut this off. Boom. As you can see, the closure is laying flat and this is how we want it, period. You can choose to do this part now or towards the end, but what you want to do is get your scissors and cut off the excess cap that is underneath where the closure was sewn. When it comes to this part, make sure that you take your time, as you don't want to cut through the thread. So this is a new technique that I've started to do whilst making wigs. You want to get a white eyeliner pen and draw lines on your wig cap. If you have troubles sewing in a straight line, then this tip is going to be very helpful for you. As you can see, my lines are not straight, but it doesn't matter because the wefts will be covering it. So now to start the process of sewing your wefts onto your wig cap, you want to pass the needle through both of the tracks and then in between the middle. Does that make sense, guys? I can't explain that part properly, but you can just see what I'm doing. Like what we did for the closure, it just adds security and keeps the wefts together in the beginning. So what you want to do is pass the needle through as so. If you're like me, I like to use a pin to help me hold up my wefts and my bundles. Okay, so there's 2 ways of sewing. This is one method. So you pass the thread through the wefts as so. Okay, get in there. Then through the middle of the thread, which creates a knot, just like that. I'm gonna show you again. So through the weft and then through the middle, which then creates a knot. As you can see, I'm tugging on it so you guys can see how secured it actually is. So now when it comes to the perimeter of the wig cap, what you want to do is separate the wefts and then start only sewing on the bottom track. I keep moving from wefts to bundle to track, but I guess they're all the same terminology. So you want to continue that to the second line. Then you want to fold the track over and then continue sewing. Right, so as you can see, that single track has caught up with this one that was left behind. What you then want to do is get your needle and then pass it through both of them to join it back up to each other. The reason why you just want to do one track when it comes to the perimeter is to keep the wig flat, as you don't want any bumps. So once you've joined them back together, you just want to continue sewing the wefts on the wig cap. Alright, now for option 2. You can either pass the needle through the hair, knot it twice, then put it through. So as you can see, I'm not going through the wefts, I'm going legit through the hair. Wrapping it twice and then pulling through. Both ways are both good, but I prefer to go with the first option. So like done on the other side, you want to split the tracks into 2 and then start sewing the track at the bottom. So before continuing, I'm just showing you the difference in the stitching. As you can see, the stitching is different, yet they are both still secured onto the cap. So it doesn't really matter which one you decide, just find the one that best suits you. I decided to go back with the first option as I just prefer it and think I work better with it. Alright, so when you are finished with that thread, you want to get a new one, pass the needle through both tracks, then through the middle and pull through. Right, so we're coming to a point where I have now finished the one bundle and it's time to add the second one. So what you want to do is pass the needle through the new weft of the second bundle, both wefts. By the way, it's folded to 2, so it's called a double weft. You can fold it into 3 if you have more bundles, or you can do a single. And then pass it again through the wefts. Try to stay close to the first bundle so there's no gap in between. And then you just want to continue. Alright, so this is a part that is very vital and important. So what you want to do, oh guys, I think I'm on my 3rd year. This is the 3rd bundle, so it's single weft now, so it's not double like the bottom part was. So you either want to do double for 2 bundles and then single for the last one, and it'll work out perfect, trust me, especially if you follow these steps. So when you get towards the end, you cut off the bundle, pass the thread and needle through that line on top, then you're going to pass the needle through that weft that you have in your hand, and it will automatically sit perfectly right on top. The reason I'm now cutting the wefts is because we want the closures to be flat at the top. Like, we don't want the bumps that we have at the back, because they don't really show, but when it comes to the top, you want it to be flat. Feel me? We don't want our wigs looking like mops. We don't, sis. So if you follow these steps, if you're confused, then go back, but just follow these steps and you'll do fine. Also, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share to your peoples. If you have friends that want to start making wigs, or you want to start making wigs, then just like this video, watch this video, that's what I mean. Alright ladies, so now we are at the stage of our second to last track of our wig. Yay! So what you want to do, oh, this head was pissing me off, guys, I can't lie. But what you want to do is get as close as you can to the end of the cap, cut, boom, Also, when you're passing your needle through your closure, make sure you pass it through that thick white band on the outer. Every frontal enclosure have one, so pass your needle through that, then through the wefts. This just joins them together, so there's no gap in between the track and your closure. So in this way, it stays flat. So when it comes towards the end, what you want to do is make sure you sew the weft onto the actual end of the closure, then double knot it, then pull the needle through. Then you want to cut the track. Guys, look how much hair is left. It's a decent amount back. There wasn't a lot of hair wasted, and that was 3 bundles basically. What we're going to do is cut the thread, tie a knot, and then cut the excess thread off, and then boom, That's how you make, well, that's how you construct a closure wig. Guys, look at the lace. Just, whoa, nah. Is that a closure? Is that a wig? Oh, you must be joking. As you can see, the hair straightened, but the closure is still not flat. So what you want to do is get your hair by shop a slick stick, apply it on your hair, and then get your hot comb and flatten out the closure. As you can see, there are no flyaways, plus it gave it a nice shine. Then you just want to repeat this process. Alright, so when it comes to the back of the closure, make sure you part out a section. Get your hair by shop a slick stick. You see all the flyaways. Don't worry, I'm going to take care of that for you. My product will do that for you. Apply it, get your hot comb, boom. As you can see, I don't overpluck my closures because over time closures do shed, so I do minimum plucking. And it still looks very natural and bleached properly. Hair by Shop Hair collection for the quality lace and bundles. As you can see, it was nicely bleached. It hasn't even been tinted yet. So you guys know I had to plug you. Shout out to Secure Wig for sending me this wig strap. Like, guys, this is an adjustable wig strap. Look at the quality. So I'm just showing you guys how the adjustable wig strap works. You can adjust it just like a bra strap. Like, it's so sick. But yeah, guys, we're coming to an end. This is the finished closure. Look at that lace. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
And this is for my ladies. I'm a selection way. This is not a go-to. And this is not a go-to. Yeah.